McConnell's Mill State Park is a lovely place to visit no matter what the season. It is located in western Pennsylvania in Lawrence County. Both geological and human history contribute to the park's existence. There are plenty of activities to do at McConnell's Mills. Visitors flock to the park to hike, fish, whitewater raft, picnic, and rock climb. Please use caution when visiting the park and follow the rules. Swimming is prohibited at McConnell's Mills because of the strong current and undertows. Nearby Moraine State Park has 2 beaches that are open from Memorial Day to Labor Day for swimming. In this video, I am going to highlight my top 5 favorite places to visit at the park. The first place is the Gristmill and Covered Bridge. This area is the focal point of the park. In 1852, Daniel Kennedy built a gristmill along the banks of the Slippery Rock Creek. Residents of the community brought grain to be ground into flour. Fire destroyed the gristmill in 1868. A new gristmill was built on the original foundation and opened for business in 1869. The mill closed in 1928 due to outdated technology and sagging profits. The Covered Bridge is one of 2 covered bridges in Lawrence County. Built in 1874, this bridge is a rare Howe truss bridge. Visitors to the park are able to walk or drive over this historic covered bridge. The other covered bridge is called the Banks Covered Bridge, and it is located near Vollant, PA. This bridge usually gets overlooked by the one at McConnell's Mill State Park. The covered bridge received a fresh coat of paint in 2016. Here is a side view of the bridge as seen from the Kildew hiking trail. This covered bridge is a favorite of many photographers, including myself. This area is one of the most photographed spots in the state of Pennsylvania. If you are visiting nearby Moraine State Park, be sure to make the visit to McConnell's Mill State Park. You will not be disappointed. Number 2 on my list is Cleland Rock's Scenic Vista. While it's out of the way from the rest of the park, it is definitely worth the drive. There are no trails that connect to Cleland Rock. Most of the year, one is able to drive any type of vehicle back this road. This road is not maintained in the winter. Please use caution as it is riddled with potholes. Ample parking is available at the end of the road. Just a few steps away is the Vista. Use caution for there are exposed routes leading to the rock. From here, one can see 400 feet into the Slippery Rock Gorge. This is the deepest part of the gorge. If you were standing in this spot 140,000 years ago, you would be overlooking a glacier lake. The glacier lake was named Lake Prouty. When the leaves are off the trees, you can see Slippery Rock Creek 400 feet in the gorge below. To learn more about the geological history of the area, visit the park's website and click on the link for Trail of Geology. Number 3 on my list is the Houts Hollow area. Do not let the name deter you from visiting, for it is nothing like its namesake. In fact, the area is the complete opposite. The parking area for Houts Hollow is located along Schaefer Road in the western section of the park. Arrive early on weekends, for the parking area can fill up really fast. For those who are up to a challenge, Houts Hollow can be reached by hiking the 6-mile Slippery Rock Gorge Trail. From the parking area, an easy half-mile trail leads visitors to the falls. The trail is flat until you come to the end. Here is where one descends down a flight of steps to get a glimpse of the falls. Use caution, for the steps can be slick. Depending on water levels, one can hop across the rocks to get a great view of the falls. Getting a great view of the falls requires getting your feet wet, so make sure you wear proper footwear. Along the trail, you will see an unusual geological feature. This narrow flume carries Howlet Run. Howlet Run eventually empties into Slippery Rock Creek. At one time, there was a roof that covered Hell Run. It has since collapsed. A lime kiln sits at the end of the trail. The glow and smoke coming from the kiln gave settlers the impression of hell. The lime kiln is an example of early industry in the area. My two favorite times to visit are fall and spring. The foliage is breathtaking. In early May, be sure to visit the area for the wildflowers are in bloom. Trilliums are in bloom during this time of year. These flowers are plentiful at the park. Do not pick the flowers, leave them for others to admire. No matter what the season, the Hell's Hollow Trail makes for a peaceful hike. Despite its namesake, Hell's Hollow is a beautiful place to visit. Number 4 on the list is Alpha Pass Falls. Located along the Alpha Pass Trail, these falls are worth the descent. After a heavy rain, these falls are a sight to see. Even during dry spells, I still enjoy looking at the huge rock structure that forms the falls. According to the file, Outstanding Geological Feature of Pennsylvania, Alpha Falls, Lawrence County, Alpha Pass Falls is at the edge of a hanging valley. A hanging valley is when a mouth of a tributary is located on a cliff of a deep valley. Water plummets 50 feet over the rock, eventually flowing into Slippery Rock Creek. Use caution when descending the steps. In the fall, wet leaves are equivalent to ice on these steps. An unmarked trail will be to your right at the bottom of the steps. A huge rock wall will be to your side when heading to Alpha Pass Falls. After all these years, these boulders still impress me. Number 5 on my list is Walnut Flats. Getting to Walnut Flats requires stamina and one to be in good physical condition. The journey is difficult for the trail ascends and descends through steep terrain. Walnut Flats can be reached via the Slippery Rock Gorge Trail. Exposed roots and rocks add to the list of hazards one will encounter. Walnut Flats is a broad alluvial floodplain at the 3.5-mile mark on the trail. Walnut Flats is located in the deepest part of the gorge. Visitors are greeted with old-growth forest. The vibe I felt was similar to that of the Forest Cathedral at Cook Forest State Park. This area was spared by logging since it is so difficult to reach. The hike to Walnut Flats was exhilarating but so worth it. I hope you get a chance to visit these beautiful areas. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching.